let's get started. So my name is Amber Brown, and I am the CEO and founder of Black Butterfly Transitional Services. And what inspired me to start Black Butterfly? When I was 15 years old, I was involved in a confrontation on school property. So I ended up receiving 3 felonies at 15. I was tried as an adult. I had about 86 months over my head. That's close to 7 years. They ended up sending me to a rehabilitation center in Texas. I served 1 year there. And then when I was released from that program, I ended up being court ordered to participate in a program in Minnesota, which was called Stride Independent Living Group Home for young women on probation that need help with independent living skills. The house was located in Watertown, Minnesota, and that's where I went to school. I graduated from Watertown Mayor High. In that house, I learned how to cook, how to clean, I opened up my first bank account. I saved $7,000. I was able to enroll into college. I had a career development specialist. I had therapists, probation officer, everybody you could think about I had in my life. So I had a village. The problem with the house was that I was the only Black person, and it was really hard finding gainful employment out in Watertown. On top of being Black, I had 3 felonies. So I kind of struggled compared to like one of the white girls that lived in the home. So it was really hard for me to gain independence, even though I kept trying and I kept trying. I eventually did. I ended up leaving the home. I got my first apartment after hearing a lot of no's and applying for a lot of jobs and hearing a lot of no's. But with my career development coach, we were able to get it together, and we did find me an apartment and a job. So I went through the expungement process. I did receive an expungement when I was about 28 years old. I'm 34 now. So for a while, I couldn't vote and I couldn't, have a decent paying job. And I just basically had to keep going until I got by. So I knew then through with my experience that I wanted to open up a home, and I wanted to make sure minority women had a safe place, a place that they would have the resources that they need. My home is open to every woman, but I just want to make it clear, because I don't want people to think it's all for minority women. It's not, but I just want to make sure that minority women have the resources they need, even when it comes down to simple things like Vaseline for the skin or a hair product for kinky curly hair, things to that nature. So that experience that I went through inspired me to open Black Butterfly. So yeah, I'll move on to the next. So right now I work at Boston Scientific full-time, and I've been there maybe 4 years. I live in Plymouth, Minnesota. I have a house. My house is located in Crystal, and we have 3 people in the home. We have a live-in house manager and 2 residents. One is from treatment and one is from a youth agency. I'm currently in the process of building strong connections with the community. Like he mentioned, I'm fairly new at this. I just opened my home in April. So I'm trying to throw myself out there to let people know who I am and what we provide, what services we provide. I have had connections with RAIN, so that's John Henderson, and also Crossing Home as well. You will see within the next video that I'm gonna play that one of the managers of Crossing Home is in it, and her name is Jan Jabs. All right, let's go to the next video. How do we go next?
You can just go.
Okay, IT, we might need you. Sorry, I'm so horrible at this. I don't see it. Yeah. There we go. How come that didn't work? Okay. Hopefully you can hear
I've
this.
learned to be assertive, to advocate for myself. I've learned how to be a strong, independent individual. Black Butterfly was inspired through my personal experience. It's been my dream since I was younger, and I feel like my dream is starting to unfold. I experienced a lot growing up. I knew that once I became old enough to live independently, that I was going to take myself out of, living in poverty. I knew that I wanted to open up a home for women when I was 18. I knew that the challenges I faced, were just off the chart. I had my first experience in the criminal justice system before the age of 14. At 15 years old, I was in a physical altercation on school property, and my life changed forever. I ended up being on probation for 6 years, and I did get 3 felonies. I ended up being court ordered to stay at Stride Therapeutic Group Home in Watertown, Minnesota. I remember feeling very scared. I've never experienced racism until I moved to Minnesota, just for being the only Black girl walking the school hallways. It was extremely hard. Looking for felony-friendly housing and employment opportunities was a complete disaster. I knew that something needed to change. I knew that I was going to make it out of this situation and put myself in a situation to help others. I always prayed my way through everything, and I just feel like, he always make a way, and he did. I'm partnering with this organization, Crossing Home. They provide housing for men and women that are being released from correctional facilities and or treatment.
You have to be uncomfortable to move forward, because if you stay in the familiar, you're going to stay stuck.
I just really can't wait to see what's going to come of it. Right now it's still at the very beginning stages. Under this roof, they get the things that they need. Getting them prepared to be productive members of society and putting them in a position to transition back into the community. That's why Black Butterfly exists, to find resources for minority women.
I'm excited to help Amber because of her personality and her joy. From her past to wanting to help women through what she went through is amazing. And that's who I love to work with, are people like that really want to make a difference in somebody else's life.
I've transitioned from a little girl to a beautiful Black butterfly. And I had to go through all these different stages in life. And that's exactly where I want to help these women get to.
Okay. Thanks for watching the video, guys. All right, so talking about injustices maintain suffering. Centuries of slavery followed by Jim Crow, housing discrimination, and mass incarceration created generations of suffering, and the evidence is tragic. Minnesota persistently has one of the nation's highest rates of racial disparities between whites and Blacks. The state also has a nation's second worst median income gap and the second worst poverty gap between whites and Blacks. Disparity rates for employment, educational achievement, and social and civic engagement also rank in the top 5 nationally. These realities inform and fuel our equity action plan. Black Butterfly was designed to attack racism disparities, and systematic barriers experienced by minority women in their families. Our strategy for advancing an aggressive racial equality agenda is multifaceted. The misery system, which is the that you see, the cycle that you see above, can seem escapable. If any of these links aren't broken, you're at high risk of staying stuck. Some of these links are associated with a lack of stable housing, inability to develop financial independence, difficulty reconnecting with the local community, failure to fulfill court obligations, and limited Education. Black Butterfly is here to break the cycle of loss, suffering, hurt by providing a community of resources, love, support, and guidance. All right, why Black Butterfly? We interrupt deliberating cycles of supporting and providing a way out. We believe in the unique value of all people, especially young women of color engaged with the justice system and affiliated with deep traumas related to violence, addiction, and poverty. We know that these women are full of talent and power, and our job is to help them get to where they want to be and where they should be through healing, support, meaningful relationships, and basically love, and just having that family community. All right, who do we serve? We serve all women, but our primary focus is the BIPOC community, Black, Indigenous, people of color, historically marginalized community. We serve specifically justice involved women, meaning an individual that's involved in the criminal justice system as a defendant. Women often become involved with the criminal justice system as a result of efforts to cope with life. How many of you knew that women are 10 times more likely to die from violence, have co-occurring substance abuse disorders and mental illnesses, earn less money, less likely to have a high school diploma? Sorry, people, sorry. All right. Transformational community. Within our transformational community, we believe that long-lasting change occurs in the community. The positive relationships found in community and faith communities, support groups, and mentorship help set a foundation for continued growth for our women. In our house, we do offer mentorship. We have healing circles. We make sure if they're okay with church, we make sure that they get a ride to church. Some women are involved in Bible studies. We have treatment set up for them if that's what they need. So we're slowly getting around to making sure that the things that they need are within the home are at arm's reach. All right. So Black Butterfly is a piece of a larger ecosystem of support that enables our residents to succeed. Financial support, volunteers, social services agencies, and engaged employers are all critical to our model. So we are connected to some organizations that provide like GED services, our employment help, and we are still looking for organizations that also provide those as well. But we do have a few that are willing to help. So a critical piece of empowered living, a critical piece of empowered living is increasing an individual's belief in their self-worth and instilling real hope for a better future. The Black Butterfly community values are building healthy habits, mentally, emotionally, socially, disrupting negative self-talk and patterns, supporting tangible goal setting, and celebrating transformation and milestones. All right, so reconnection. Our main goal is to help the women find their self-sufficient ways on their own. And then, you know, as they transition into the community, make sure they reconnect with their community, their loved ones. So we're committed to seeing our residents become productive members of society and leaders in our community. When they find their wings and move towards independence, they will inspire others to make healthy choices as well, believe that change is possible, and live as empowered, vibrant individuals. So we will, when they come in the house, sometimes they might not have an ID, or they might not have the job, or they might not be connected to mental health or substance abuse networks. So our job is to make sure they have the things that they need. I secured this house. This is the Black Butterfly house, and we secured this house December 2020. We welcomed our first resident in the home in April 2021. as of now, we have one house manager and we have 2 residents. The house manager is also kind of working the program, but she is a leader, and she deserves to be the house manager. She's very great with the ladies. Right now, we're just continuing to build partnerships in the community just so we can grow and expand. I'm hoping to have more houses or even a facility someday. But right now, this is the first step, and it's slow, but I think, you know, we're slowly getting there, slowly getting there. All right, here's a little video of the inside of the home.
All right, here's the living room, guys. This is where meetings happen, schooling happens, and movies. All right. Quick run through again. I'm gonna do this video very fast because this is a single room. All right. This is the ladies' restroom. 5 ladies will use this one restroom for now. Okay. All right. Linen closet. Everything they need will be in here. And this is something that Black Butterfly House provides for them. Toiletries, towels, and hygiene supplies. Right, this is another single room. Okay. Now we're gonna head to the kitchen. This is the kitchen where we'll cook, we'll have breakfast, chores will be here. Yes. I'm sorry, it's a little dirty, but it's lived in, so hopefully you get the picture. Okay, heading upstairs. Upstairs is a shared living space. This is where 3 ladies will reside. Okay, so here we have little hangout couch. Let's see, 3 beds, a workstation, and a meditation room. So they need a break, they can take a break. All right. Downstairs we go. All right. Next, we'll be going to the lead residence room. She will have her own like apartment like situation. Here is the laundry room. We're just finishing up on the updates. And we have a washer and dryer coming Friday. The floor is so cool. All right. Here is the lead residence room. A little dining area, the bed. We need to rearrange the furniture, but for now, this is what we have. She will be coming to the home in May. Here's her restroom. Okay. And the last thing is her kitchen. Okay. So thanks for coming on this virtual tour with me, and hopefully I'll see you in real life. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thanks for watching that video. It's outdated. Everything is a little different, the decorations and things. And now, let me see, we finished the downstairs and the laundry room. And as I mentioned, if any of you would like to come and tour the place, please feel free. I love to give tours and for you to also meet the ladies that are in the home too. All right. One more. Okay, so ways to help. I have had a few opportunities to present this presentation and have been asked how to get involved. If you would like to support Black Butterfly, please don't hesitate to reach out. Here's my email address. Yeah, and you know, we always could use help with cleaning. And I know this summer we had like a a whole like garden party, and a few members from PFA came, and we had some people from Boston Scientific came, and that was like a wonderful group activity. The ladies were involved also. So yeah, you have my information. Thanks so much for allowing me to present to you. And if you have any questions, I'm here.
Come back. There you go.
Okay.
So we still have your audio on, Amber, and
Turn it
folks, no, you can leave yours on. What I would say is, if folks have questions, now would be a good time, or if you have comments, suggestions, now would be a good time to have that interaction with Amber. And I can start this off. Amber, you're probably well aware, given your own background and history, that it's extremely difficult for women to find resources. There are very few resources, especially within Minnesota, for women, young women coming out of foster care, young women who are coming out of maybe a county jail situation or prison. At Shakopee, Shakopee is the only women's prison facility that we have in Minnesota, and it's always been a struggle for corrections agents who are responsible for supervising individuals on probation or parole to find resources. So I think one of the questions I have is, as you are starting to gain momentum and get more referrals to your program, how, you have your contact information there. Is there a referral process that you have in place, or is it more a matter of having someone contact you directly and then setting up a time to meet? How is that working at present?
Yes. So like right now, my first lady that was in the home, she did come from Shakopee prison. She went from Shakopee to an intensive 30-day treatment, and she graduated that program. So like if they're in treatment or coming from treatment, I would kind of like for them to complete some type of, or be an outpatient or some type of, setup already, and then they are welcome to the home. Like YouthLink is another organization that I'm partnering with, and the housing coordinators contact me directly, and they'll say, hey, this person has a job, they have had a DWI, they're trying to get on their feet, need somewhere to stay. And it really depends on the person. And so to make a long story short, yes, they can contact me directly, and then we have an application process, and then me and the house manager will go over that, and if they qualify, we'll let them know within a few days, and then we can move forward from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any printed brochures or information available, or is it more through online contacts that we can get your information out there?
Yeah, I do have brochures, and I did not bring them, but I could get them to you. I have brochures and business cards. I do have a website. Yeah.
Okay, so what we will be doing too after this meeting today is we'll be adding Black Butterfly as a resource on the R3 website. So you'll be able to link directly to Amber's website for Black Butterfly, and also share that information with others, because I know it's oftentimes a real struggle, especially housing for women coming out, and an opportunity to get them connected with additional resources. One other question I have is, currently you're serving women. What about women with children, or how is that? Are you not able to take women with children at present, or?
Well, I keep getting that question. And I actually just had a young lady come to the program. She's 18 and she's pregnant, and her baby's due, I think, in March. And I had a conversation with the house manager, because I don't live in the house and I don't want to disrupt whatever they have going on. And she thought that having a baby in the house would be great. and will create more bonding time. So we are open to that. That's something that we will have to just work on to make sure things are good to go. But I think we're open, Now, I'm not sure how many. The house is small, it's not that big, but if there's a baby in a room, like in a single room and not the shared space, then that might be, okay. Yeah, and we are, I don't know if this matters, but we are MASH certified, and I do have a connection with New Way Treatment also. So, yeah.
Okay. I see Darren Hunt is on here as well, and Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge, has a women's program that beautiful facility that just recently got up and running. And so you may be a resource for some of their graduates from MNTC as the women start to come out and look for housing. I see Darren's giving us the thumbs up. So I think this will be another good connection, another good opportunity. So we'll let folks who maybe have questions, want to jump in here, feel free. Just leave it open right now.
Is that Bill? You have a question? I think you're muted. You're muted, Bill.
Bill, you got on mute.
This comment, it's absolutely essential that we have programs in this state for Black women and Black men. Because statistics also are the poorest of us all are Blacks and Indigenous. It's been that way since before we were a territory. So I salute you. I'll be calling you. I've got some other things to share.
Please do, and for any woman in need. But yes, we do want to make sure our minority women have the resources they need, for sure. It's a struggle being Black and having a criminal background. It's like, yes, I feel blessed. Okay, I feel blessed to be able, when I bought the house, I used all of my own money. I said, I'm not going to wait for a nonprofit. I'm not going to wait, or I'm not going to ask. This is my passion. This is something that I want to do. And I did it. And I want to create an environment to where these women with these backgrounds can be entrepreneurs, can be homeowners. We shouldn't have to settle for making $10 an hour at 42 years old. I don't think that that's okay. It should never be okay. We deserve to live a decent life too. So I'm really ready, but I do need the help, you guys. I mean, I'm one person, Nancy has been my mentor, my coach, and she's helped me and gave me so many brilliant ideas, but we all know it takes a village with these women. And sometimes it might be more than just second chance. It might be third chance and fourth chance they need. So we have the house for them. But now it's just time to help them get on their feet and be able to get the things that they need, but we have beds available. Yeah. Thank you, Bill.
Beds are available. Okay,
Yep.
So another question, just as far as any exclusionary criteria, are there some people whose histories prevent you from taking them, or or are you pretty much open to anyone, as a potential resident?
We're pretty much open. It's just case by case,
Okay.
And like the tough situations, I will have to discuss with my board. If I'm unsure, I hate to say that anyone is excluded at this point, because it is a second chance house, but some cases, hey, it might not work out. But like for instance, I had a call today. I had a young lady that's in New Way treatment, and she got kicked out of her treatment program because she relapsed 2 days ago. And so I would like for a person to be clean for 30 days before entering the home. I would like it to be longer than that, but honestly, 30 days, we can probably work with you and see where it goes. So that's a situation where, yeah, but the criminal background, hey, I've had it and I know how hard it is. So we're open to that. Yeah.
Okay. And you mentioned you had gone through the process to have the expungement process.
Yes, sir.
So you have some personal experience with that you might be able to help mentor
Yes,
some of the women coming into the program to get through that process as well.
of course. Yep.
Great. That's great. Great news. I know some other organizations that assist with that as well. I see David Hibison is kind of raising a hand. So
Hi, David.
Hi, Amber. Hey, Bill, get off of there. So are you a nonprofit organization? I know you didn't want to wait for one, but if somebody wanted to make a donation, can they do it through your website?
Oh, yes, they can. And honestly, at this moment, I am not. I did file for the 501(c) status in October. It was supposed to be approved January the 4th. But I think with all the COVID and the people not coming in, it's a delay. So I did reach out to my lawyer yesterday, but it's like around the corner. We already have the board established. We did all of the paperwork that's necessary. We're just waiting on the okay.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
now I don't have a fiscal sponsor. I had one, but I don't at this moment, but
Okay.
it's coming.
Okay. Yeah, keep at that. And
Okay.
to guys like me, I don't care if it's a 501(c)(3) or not, we need to get you some funds because I know what it's like. When I first started our reentry program, same headaches that you've been going through. So God bless you for keeping up with that and giving
Thank
people
you.
opportunities. Are there anything else that you need? You need physical like toiletries or clothes or towels or anything like that?
Oh, all of that. Like the lady that came in a few days ago, she doesn't even have any clothes. So she has a pair of boots and I have hats and stuff. So we do have like a donation clothes closet that I told her to go through. We accept clothes, all sizes, because the ladies, they run through the closet whenever they need a scarf or anything. And toiletries, those are things that I do buy out of pocket. And so it would be nice to have help. I do pay for, what I pay for is the laundry detergent, the tissue, the paper towel. I have someone donated baggies of like toothpaste and like hand sanitizer. So we have some of those, but all of that will be stuff that we'll need. And we do need even soap, soap and things like that. Because some women might come to the house with nothing. And this lady that came to the house, she had nothing. So I did give her like a bus card because she doesn't have a car. And I gave her $50 Cub Foods card to go buy her food. And we do have a food pantry too, like when people have made donations like spaghetti and stuff. So she should be okay until she get on like her SNAP benefits, But yeah, so we accept everything, honestly, because the ladies use it all.
Oh yeah, no, I know. And yeah, get them as many of the resources in the community like SNAP or whatever else. So, but anyway, I just wanted to check on that. So if somebody wanted to drop something off, do they make an appointment at the house or how would we go about doing that?
Just contact me, and if you want to do a drop off with a tour, just let me know. And I live 15 minutes away, but I work from home, so I'm pretty much available. And the house manager is there too, like after 6 during the week. But like you just call me and say, hey, I want to come by, and then we can make that happen, like pretty much any day of the week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
God bless you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much, David. God bless you too.
I see we had a question in the chat as well from Steve, and Steve asked, is there one person who you feel believed in you and saw your potential and wanted to help you grow and become the person you are today?
Yeah, and he's not even on the call. John Henderson.
Okay.
I gotta give it to him. Yeah, I remembered I didn't think that I could have a home, and my felonies were, and I had an assault felony when I was 15, so all this I didn't think that I could do. And I met John, and he just like took me under his wing, and he introduced me to his team. And that's how I met Nancy at PFA, but she's part of the Crossing Home team too. And at that point, the organization was called Crossing Home. So yeah, they helped me. And without John, I wouldn't be here today. I even purchased the home from his, the organization from him. And the house was a home for men at first. And then we bought it and made it look really nice and put women in there. So yeah, him, yeah, John
That's
Henderson.
Great. I see Lynn Rusted has her hand up. I believe.
I see the hand.
I see the hand.
Or maybe that was,
no, sorry, Lynn.
that was my own hand.
It was the cursor on the computer here. All right. Well, with that, if anybody else has any other questions, or if you have any announcements or updates that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so at this time, because we're going to be wrapping it up here shortly.
Yeah, and you have I put my information in the chat, and my phone number is 763-232-7266. You can call me, text me anytime. And like I said, if you ever just want to come by for a tour, please feel free to do so. The home is located in Crystal, and we would love to have you. If you have any church services that you would like the ladies to attend, or any type of activities, let us know. I'm trying to really have the ladies bond and create that sisterhood. So it's nice to know like what's happening in the community that they could attend. Thank you so much.
Great. And so like I did say, we will get all of Amber's contact information and website added to the R3 website as well. So even after the fact here, you can just jump onto the R3 website and you'll be able to find her as well as a contact. I see Mary Cardinal Peterson put information in the chat about the upcoming Corrections Capital Day. This is sponsored by MCA, MACAC, and MACBO. I know I'm using acronyms, but it's the Minnesota Association of Community Corrections Act Counties and the Minnesota Association of County Probation Officers, and Minnesota Corrections Association. And so they're sponsoring Capital Day. You can go to the link that Mary has in the chat if you'd like to be interested in that or attend that. Typically that's set up where legislators come in and present on correctional issues and reentry issues, as well as an opportunity to meet with your own legislators. They try to make sure that if you let them know who your legislators are, they try to connect with them and make sure that they're available for a drop in. I'm not exactly sure how COVID may impact all of this, but they'll have information on that link on their website. So Amber has got her information in the chat as well. I think a little earlier in the chat when we got up and running, so that is available there too. We'll leave this up after we close out here so people can grab information off the chat as well a little bit here. And Black Butterfly is already on the website.
Yeah,
we've got Crystal. Crystal is here in the room with us too, and she's making those adjustments as we speak. So if there are no other questions, I just want to say, everybody, please give Amber a rousing round of applause or thumbs up.
God bless you all, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. Come by and visit. Bye.
There you go. See you all.
Thank you.
Oh, Mary has something to say?
Mary?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for presenting with us today. Thank you for following your passion. I admire you and I commend you, and I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you, Mary.
Everybody have a good day. Put another log on the fire. Stay in and stay warm, okay?
Right. Okay. Thank
Bye.
you. God bless.
God bless.
Take care.